Crawford Spence.
Yeah. We want to go through the undercard briefly.
We're gonna do our bets, or what we want to talk about? Oh damn, I forgot about the undercards.
I don't even understand what anything you just said was. So, all right, moving forward.
Undercard it is.
Undercard. So the opening fight is Sergio Garcia, who we've seen fight in person, and Shawn was feeling very sad that he was getting hurt in front of his son against Tony Harrison.
You remember that?
100%. He was supposed to fight one of the Ramos brothers, or not the Ramos, they weren't brothers.
The uncle family.
One of the other uncle and nephew, yeah.
Yeah.
Supposed to be the uncle, right? I think.
I thought it was
The
I think
nephew should have filled in.
I think it was supposed to be the
All
nephew.
right, well, whoever.
Yeah, I think it was supposed to be Jesus, but now he's gonna fight Yoenis Tellez, either Tellez or
You're right.
yeah, Yoenis Tellez. He's like a young Cuban phenom. Be an interesting fight. I mean, we saw Garcia give Fundora a pretty tough time. For the young Cuban fighter, like, that's a pretty big step up. Like Garcia's been in there now with Harrison and Fundora, and Tellez or Tellez is pretty young in his career, so that'll be the opener. We'll see how that one goes. The next one, I'm trying to think of, does it go? Okay, Nonito. So Nonito fights Santiago. So that was gonna be on the fight on the Frank Martin card, and then now they moved it to this one.
To make the card better?
Maybe. I'm not positive why.
You said to make the card better.
Yeah, I think it improves it for sure. Nonito, as long as he's not fighting the monster, like he's got a pretty good shot of winning fight.
Nonito's still out there.
Yeah, so we'll see what he ends up doing. He's fighting now for one of the bantamweight titles that, in a way, vacated moving up. So that'd be a good fight. Santiago, like, he's an okay fighter. Got some losses. He lost to, I think, Gary Antonio Russell. But then co-main, Pitbull Cruz.
Undefeated fighter.
Against Giovanni Cabrera, who we saw beat Gabe Flores, where he dropped him like 5 seconds into the fight. He's a good fighter. Isaac Cruz has made quite a name on surviving the distance with Tank Davis.
That's crazy, huh?
Like,
that's literally
like I get it. You know, if that's like, he's an explosive enough fighter. Like, I don't think he needs to really like make his name off of that, but that just seems to be something they keep going back to. So like, I don't know, that annoys me to some extent, but yeah, that one is definitely, it should be a good fight. Cabrera, kind of a come forward fighter. I think a fighter that can give Cruz trouble is more of a boxer, but.
Why'd you put this on the screen?
I mean, take that home.
Unbelievable.
Was your number up there?
Just
No,
unprofessional.
I don't think so.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
We'll clear that up.
Oh,
Number
okay.
up there? Just unprofessional.
Yeah, and I stand by it. I just don't think that that's a fight we'll ever see again.
I actually hope we don't at this point.
Who?
Just
What?
Cruz and Tank.
I want that.
I don't
want
want to
that.
see it again.
I want him to
keep
clean him
telling
up.
him.
If
DC.
it does happen, fine. Like, Tank,
And DC.
2 healthy hands, knock him out and say, hey, you know what it reminds me of? Go back to the earlier fight on the card with Nonito and the Monster. The first fight, he broke, in a way, his orbital bone. It's a close-ish fight, and everyone's like, Nonito gave him a tough time. They fight a second time, and he kicks the dog shit out of him. So, like...
Yeah.
Nonito was winning the first round.
No, he was not.
He was
and
really
Shawn
good.
texted me. I don't know if we talked about that at the time.
Yeah,
he was like, and then he gets floored. And then the second round just gets his doors blown off. I was like, come on, man.
Shawn was hurt. He was hurt on that loss.
But I think Cruz wins. Cabrera's good, but I think he's too much of a come forward fighter, and I think Cruz is gonna feast on that.